Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in. The place where we talk body language, we talk non-verbal communication, we talk everything in between, attraction, repulsion, human dynamics. You know the game by now. Two links in the description of this video. One of them will take you through to a YouTube playlist of mine, the dictionary or the catalogue, I don't know what it is, of body language, alright? Many videos, all focusing on particular gestures and characteristics and behaviors you will see in most people. So you'll be able to read them on a subconscious basis, at least through their subconscious behavior. And you'll internalize that, be able to translate that into a hidden language. Now, second is a link to the Patreon where you will join me in watching people's first dates. And I will show you the attraction and repulsion cues in real time. And I'll do a little yawn from time to time, and yeah, what more can I say? Let's move on. So, spinning plates. That's the title of this one. The first, the idea of a man having multiple women, or at least gaming multiple women at once, and so forth. I don't think it's gaming, to be honest with you. Just a man who is good with women and attracts women and talks to women well, engages with women well. This will be it 101. It will come naturally as far as spinning plates are concerned. I got this term from, I think the first time I heard it, and maybe the only time I heard it, was on The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. I don't know why Rollo Tomasi gets like a lot of disrespect in this day and age. I haven't really followed him since that, but I do know that that book is a really good read. And he speaks on spinning plates, and he speaks of, just engaging with multiple women at once, and not necessarily just highlighting and concentrating on one woman. Now, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent. I'm not going to speak on what he speaks on in that book purely as I've not read it in years. I've not read it in years. But my own applications of such, my own understandings, when it comes to spinning plates, so the idea, the metaphor, right, is spinning plates on a stick, multiple sticks stuck in the ground. You spin plates on each of them, and you have to keep sort of bouncing back from one to another to keep the momentum moving, to keep them spinning. I think it derives from like circus performances and so forth. If you aren't aware what spinning plates are, like the image of it, I'd recommend you just Google it, to be honest with you, because I'm not going to sit here and explain it. I don't know the depths of it. All I know is that I know what it is. So when you apply this to your dating, and you spin plates, so to say, which would be, to engage with one woman, then go to the next and the next and the next, and come back to the next woman and go back to the next woman, and sort of bounce from A to B to C to B to D to E to F, you know what I mean, and keep it moving in that manner. You're gonna enhance your game tenfold as far as your communications with them women, as opposed to if you were to just highlight and concentrate on one or two women at a time. And that would be because your time would be worth more, because you wouldn't be as present. Indirectly, you're going to come across as, a busier, lesser accessible man, which will put you in a position of dominance in one way. Because if you think about the CEO of an organization, he doesn't spend his time going around engaging with all of the subordinates, because he'd have no time left. He's hard to access. Only the top of the top can access the communications of this person, because they bring him benefit. So it's harder to get to you. You're a boss, so to speak, in this realm. Okay, you're hard to access. You're not just on the front line, always waiting. All right, always awaiting a pat on the head like a dog. That's not you. Okay, your game will multiply tenfold purely as you are engaging with so many women at once. So you'll be able to understand patterns, and your means of speaking and engaging and communicating will be enhanced to a fantastic degree. Because each and every one of these women's psyches are going to be different through their upbringings and life's experiences and different perspectives, although you will start to perceive and observe the underlying biological hardwiring that exists in each one of them that remains the same. So that's an incredible sort of pattern you will start to clock onto, and you'll be able to take that forward. Your confidence and your competence will improve tenfold, because it's not a shallow market. And you being one and them being plenty turns the general dating market upside down, as now you as the man are the one being pursued. You as the man are the one who has the access and the selection. You are the lion, so to say, who rules the pride. Okay? You have all your female lionesses at your side, around you, surrounding you. You don't have to go and get laid 24 hours a day with all these different women, but they are accessible to you. They're open to you. They respond to you, and they are there for you, yeah? And in the time it takes for someone to be turned off due to the lack of time it takes for you to respond, or whether they move on in life, find a partner as to where they can't continue talking to you, or whichever reason, move away, or, anything in particular, your momentum as to which you established, you would have already got speaking to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more women. So it creates this ever moving progression in the dating space. Yeah? You become valuable. It's not something to be hidden. I mean, a woman will want you to be secretive in a way, purely as she doesn't want to be perceived as easy by anyone. So we are honest in our information we divulge as far as other people are concerned. We don't need to talk to her about the ins and outs of the lives of other women we're dealing with, because she's going to think, well, you're going to do that to me, and she'll be turned off by that. It's more important, a man is more than happy to be acknowledged as a player, because he's perceived as valuable, whereas a woman, it's the vice versa. She wants to be in a space of trust with you, and how can she trust you if you go to her and express the inner depths of the other women you're dealing with? But when you reference that you are a busy man as far as the dating market is concerned, it's only going to turn her on to you more, because now you become valuable in her eyes. It's the law of economics, right? There's an abundance of them, but there's only one you. You are scarce, and your time is scarce. And so she has to make sure that the time spent with you is spent wisely and efficiently and effective. So in a way, she might put a little bit more of herself on the front for you, okay, as opposed to reserving herself, because she knows that you're going to pursue her, and she knows that you don't really have any other options. Yeah? And I think it sort of works that way on the flip side as well. We as men don't necessarily want to have a woman that no other man is interested in, because it makes us seem like we've just sort of dealt with what's unwanted, and it sort of reflects our value in doing so. You know? I've spoken to women who have spoken about that, been a bit down in the dumps as far as whether it's been put on or not, and being stood up by men and so forth. And I've said, don't tell me that, because if other men are standing you up because they feel like they are better and can do so, I don't want to hear that, because that makes me feel like, what am I doing here? So, the art of spinning plates. You're a valuable man. You have your pick. You should do. There's nothing wrong with that. Some men would hide the fact that they are engaging with multiple women at once. When this is fine, let's say you are not in a strictly one-on-one monogamous relationship, like a literal boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife thing, where it's, a little less understandable. But let's say you're in the dating market, you are happily single and looking for somebody, if not some people. Be open, and they will understand. And if anything, that honesty and the realism of the fact that you have what other men don't, which is selection and honesty in that particular department, they will throw themselves at you to be the one you choose, because She's going to be assessing her position in the marketplace, right? And if she can't get you, then that's going to be quite uncomfortable for her because she walks through life as a beautiful woman where men stare at her every day. Of course they do. Of course they do. Men lust after her every day. She can't walk in the street without men looking at her because we're blatant, we're obvious, and we're very clear with our advances. Alright? So, if she can't get you, you not only put yourself above and beyond all them other men, but you put yourself above her, which is an uncomfortable space to be, but it is the natural order. As far as man and woman is concerned, society and the rules that are set through the Chinese whispers that get sent along, as far as how you should handle women and what positions we should portray and perform in these roles, a lot of them are completely backwards and detrimental to you. You should be on top, you should lead. I spoke to a woman literally yesterday. She said, I love to be led. Lead from the front. Allow her dynamically to be interested and to some degree pursue you. That's not to say just expect her to do so. You need to engage. But the manner as to which you're engaging with people on a general basis should create this magnetic pull as to where you are magic and you are the magnet that pulls. And spinning plates is a great way of doing so. Engaging with multiple people is a great way to do so. You're not going to be desperate because you won't have time to be desperate because you'll be spending time with multiple people, different people, picking the brains of multiple people, experiencing life with multiple people up until you find the person that suits you, if that's your imperative. I'm not here to say, oh, red pill, you need to impregnate 10 women and have 10 wives. That's not life for 99% of people in the Western world, let's be real. So if you're going on your way to find a beautiful woman who suits you, then go out, experiment, talk to many people, and they're going to look at you as somebody who is valuable because you're not spending your entire life texting them 24 hours a day because you've got other things to do and you've got other people to talk to. And that's going to create this anxiety within them to compete against those whom they need to be competing against. And that will work tenfold across the board with all of these people. How incredible is that? And on that note, I'm signing out, so click subscribe and click like if that's some game. Peace.